Well, hi, students, and welcome to week 4, or the Thursday of our 5-week class. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying the class. We're going to move on to something different this week. Let's move into Module 4 and take a look at what's going on. So this week we're going to look at the charts. So again, we have our little image here. So we're looking at Pareto and control charts and flow charts. Okay, so they're also called stratification and run charts. Okay, so a Pareto chart is used to highlight the most important among a typically large set of factors. In quality control, it often represents the most common sources of defects, the highest occurring type of defect, or the most frequent reasons for customer complaints, and so on. This is from Wikipedia. Our optional textbook indicates that Pareto charts are used for working with numbers, specifically in counting. So I'm hoping that this kind of hits you, that these charts are used in different things. So the cause and effect chart that we did last time or the time before, I've slept since then. You use these for different things. So this is used for counting. And if you're looking at the most common sources of defects, so you're looking at things, this is the most common of this. This is when this happens more frequently. This is going to help you analyze your situation, correct the issue, and lead to quality improvement. Okay. The control chart is a statistical process control tool used to determine if a manufacturing or business process is in a state of control. Are you in control? Our optional textbook indicates that control charts are used for counting and measures. The runner flow chart is a representation of an algorithm, workflow, or process. Our optional textbook says that it's used for working with numbers, specifically for counting and measures. Okay, so we're going to be doing a lot of counting. Okay, this is this video, only it's going to look different because I can't do that anymore. All right, so as I did in, I think, the second module, I've gotten 3 articles for each of the charts. So there's the Wikipedia for each one. Then there's what is it and how to use it. Okay, so I tried to find 3 so that you could get a really good idea of what they are. All right. Then there's some more information. This is a little bit more information that will help you understand. Like I said, other instructors had taught this class. And so when they had all this really good information and everything, I didn't want it to go to waste, and I certainly wanted it to be available for you. Okay, so the run chart is a simple quality tool to use. So there's some information about this and how to create it, and then some more information on statistical process control. It's one of the outcomes for this class, so make sure that you're really familiar with it. What is a control chart? Creating a control chart. Like I said, one of the instructors had, I think I got rid of it, but it was how to create these things all the way back to like Excel 2007. I don't think I use it anymore. So a run chart is a fairly simple tool that plots value over time. And then there's some information about flow charts, continuous process improvement, and wastes. So there's a lot of reading. A lot of these, here it is, look. How to create a flow chart in Excel 2010, 2013, Word 2010, 2013. So there's some, valuable information here depending on what you have on your computer. And here's the plan, do, check, act cycle. Oh, phone call. Okay. So this information is going to be very important. And if you remember when I introduced the project in last week, we talked about Tim Wood, and that's where this information comes up. So there's this will be in your final project. Okay. So, a technique for removing non-value added activities or process steps is to find the places where they do a job that is a function that is not wanted. This typically involves look for places in the process where a job function is being done that the customer would view as not being needed or wanted. In Lean, these types of activities are called wastes and are composed of 8 types of waste. So they're called Tim Woods. Pretty clever, huh? So transport, inventory, motion, waiting, overproduction, overprocessing, defects, and skills. So make sure that you watch this video about these wastes and Tim Woods. Now we know what that means. Please don't name your child Tim Woods. Okay. Some more information, some Six Sigma information about wastes, Kanban terminology. These are all really, really interesting and important parts of this, of quality tools and about processes and quality improvement. So, you don't have to really watch all of it, but kind of spot check it, make sure you get a really good idea of what's going on. So for the videos, I've given you 2 videos for each of the 3 tools, what is and how to create. So what is a Pareto chart, how to make it, control chart, how to make it, flow chart, how to make it. And then some supplemental. So there's information about Tim Woods. This is the same video as was above. How to make these flow charts kind of thing. So there's a lot of information here. Now your homework. This is very simple. Okay. So create a run chart from the data in the table below. So if we go, sorry, I'm probably making you seasick. Let's go look at a run chart. All right. So a run chart is this. So what you're going to do is take, so you have the years across the bottom, and then there's like 0.5 increments of 0.5 right here. So if you're looking at this, you're not going to use day 1. You're going to use the number of hours and the number of forms. So the number of hours, the number of forms. How many forms were produced in an hour? Okay. Control chart. A control chart is very similar. The information we're looking for is, okay, so number of work-related absences. And this goes back quite a while because we wanted to get a really good, flow chart with some statistics in it. So spread the months out: January, March, May, July, September, and November for each year. So when you look at the control chart, you're going to have the months across the bottom, and then the number of absences up here, and then you're just going to plot them out. Okay? And submit them right here where it says submit here. Browse my computer. And then a Pareto chart. This one is really cool. So we're looking for reasons for absences. So these were absences, the number of absences, but now we want to know the reasons. Okay? So a Pareto chart, oops, spell it correctly. Jeepers. Okay. All right. So this is a block chart. Okay. And so let's just go to Wikipedia here. This is our good friend. Okay. So it contains bars and a line graph. Okay. And the values are represented in descending order by bars, and the cumulative total is represented by the line. Okay. So there's actually an Italian economist who came up with this, and there he is right there. Thank you, sir. Okay. So what you have to do is take your data and you're going to put it in descending order. Okay, that's the most part. So when you create your chart, whichever is the highest number, so it's going to be the highest number, so 27, 25, then what, 12, and you're going to go in descending order, okay? And I'm okay with that. If you do the line that shows the cumulative total, you can do that. So set your chart up this way. And that's it. And then here's the information for your final project. So now this might make a little more sense when it talks about Tim Woods and the things that you're going to need to put in here. You really want to do a thorough analysis and see if you're going to need to incorporate that in there. Do you have any waste? And you can be as creative as you want for this. It can be as realistic. It can be something you saw in a TV show. It could be something you saw in a movie. And you can do the, just give me a thorough, you're hired as a consultant, a thorough analysis of a situation using each of these. So this is going to take you some time. And you might start out, see, here's the information about Tim Wood. Oh, there should be an S in there. Okay. And so, give it some thought and really start working on it. And you might do some of these things a little farther down here. You could at least start your paper and put the headings in it, and then you can go fill in. You should have one for quality tools. You should have each of these, and you should put the headings in, and then you can start filling it in, and that might make it easier. Okay? All right. As always, I am here for you. Let me know through messages if you have any questions or need any assistance. Feel free to do any other research or analysis that you need to. Let me know how I can help you. Have a fabulous week. Stay well. And I will talk to you next time. Thank you. Bye.